Good morning. Good morning, lovely friends. How are you doing? Somebody asked me about this move. Somebody asked me about this move. What is it? What is it? It's just movement. It's just a ritual. It's just a ritual. It's just a movement ritual. I encourage people to move. I encourage people to breathe. I encourage people to heal themselves, lovelies. I like to empower people. I like to tell people that they have the power inside of themselves to fix or change or heal anything in their life. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Anything can be healed. Did you want to lose the weight? Did you want to heal pain in your body? Have you got sickness or illness or disease in your body? Have you got a relationship in your life that you'd like to have better? Is it like a love relationship, or a sexual relationship, a partnership, or a relationship with a child, or a relationship with a parent or a sibling or a friend? Is it a relationship with food or substance? Is it a medication that you're in relationship with? Is it a relationship with your life? How you think and speak about your life. How you think and speak about people in your life. Right? Changing our relationships. That's what it's about. That's how we heal ourselves. That's how we fix ourselves. Is to coming into more loving relationships. It begins with having a loving relationship with ourselves, lovelies. Yes, it's so important to having a loving relationship with ourselves. And a loving relationship with the self needs movement. It needs healthy nutrition. It needs right nutrition. Yes. Good morning, lovely. Good morning, lovelies. Wake up, wake up. I'm just getting myself going for the day. I already got myself going. I saw clients this morning already. I've already started into my day, into the things that I'm thinking about and speaking about. I already started before that this morning in bed, thinking and speaking about the things that are most important to me. All right, it has to become a little bit of an obsession if you want to fix or change or heal your life. If you're over 40, if you're over 50, and you're starting to see some health problems show up in your life, if you're seeing yourself gaining weight, if you're feeling aches and pains in your body, if you've had any sort of diagnosis whatsoever, a diagnosis comes from somebody else gives it to you. It's just like an opinion, like your husband's opinion, or your wife's opinion, or your mother's opinion, or your father's opinion, or your brother's opinion, or your friend's opinion. Right? That's what it is. Somebody else's opinion over you. Now I'll tell you that anyone is going to be sharing opinions. This is what we do. We're humans and we're very opinionated. And everyone is in a different place. Everyone is in a different place with regards to their health and how to be healthy and what health really means. If you've been on this planet for 40 or 50 years or more, then you've been educated by life. You've gone through the education system, which has taught you a bunch of things that make you think and speak and act the way that you do. That's the educational system. You've been through the media for 40 or 50 years, which is doing the same thing, educating you to think and speak and act in a certain way. It's fear-based programming, right? If you've been on this planet for 40 or 50 years, you've received fear messaging. So it's education, it's media, it's messaging, it's profits. Understand that our world is governed by corporations who are really focused on the bottom line, and you're a sale to them, and they want to sell you their commodities, their products, their drugs, right? Big pharma, big agra corporations are selling things to you. The richest corporations in the world are rich like the richest countries in the world. The messaging that we've been receiving is a message that's been created through a consumerist society, a society that's stuck on getting, buying, shopping, moving money around, escaping. This is the life that we've learned. If you're over 40 or 50, you've learned this life through trauma, through problems in your life, through emotional, troublesome things that have happened to all of us. If you're over 40 or 50, you've stepped in your own pile of doo-doo. Everyone's done it, right? Good morning, good morning. If you're over 40 or 50, you've had problems happen to you. I know. We all have, right? And truly, those problems create negative emotions in our body. And you may think that, I'll just dismiss it, or I won't pay attention to it, or I won't look at it. I don't have time for it. And you try to shove it down. You try to put it away. And I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. But, what happens somewhere between 40 and 60, all of that stuff that we just don't have time to deal with, it actually comes up finally, that it just says no. Now I need you to deal with this. And it does it by creating some sort of health problem in your life. You start gaining weight, you start feeling the aches and pains, you start feeling lethargic, your motivation starts to go down. And it spills over into all of your relationships, right? Everyone else seems to be the problem. It seems like the trouble is something outside of yourself. Truly, lovelies, the trouble is ourselves, right? We need to let go of all the diagnoses, whether it came from a doctor or, just another friend or something. Let go of all the diagnoses. Nobody can make a decision over you unless you take it. And then start thinking it yourself and believing it yourself and creating it in your own life. Okay? So if somebody says you're sick, you can take that sickness, or you can say, no thanks, you're sick. Okay? Better yet, don't put yourself around anybody else that would tell you that you are sick. Okay? Don't be around people like that. Don't go around people like that, right? And come into your own power. Recognize that you have power inside of yourself. You have the power inside of yourself to overcome anything, right? I am releasing myself of all diagnosis, all sickness, all disease. I am letting go of anything that anyone has put over me. I'm letting go of the other person's opinion. Right? I'm making my own decisions for myself. What do I believe? Right? Now, truly, it's about changing our habits and our behaviors. It's about getting moving. It's about getting breathing. It's about getting thinking. It's about getting speaking about the things that we want, not about those troublesome things, about the things that we want. Right? It's about taking positive action. Positive physical movement action, and positive nutritional action as well too. I talk about my 4-day detox. I tell people that you don't need to be perfect. My ebook is Imperfection. How to lose weight without being perfect. I got to tell you, it's not about being perfect. You don't need to be perfect. Look at it over 7 days. I got 7 days in my week. I need to be more perfect than imperfect. That's what I need. I just need to be a little bit more in the good than in the bad. We have a creator and a destroyer within us, a masculine and a feminine. We need both. All week maybe you're pushing yourself, the masculine mind. I got to pay my bills. I got to do this. I got to do this. This is what I got to do. But then on the weekend, we tend to flip over into the feminine, and this is what I want to do on the weekend. This is what I want to do. So I suggest you set up your food that way. That Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday, you're working on your best foods fruits and vegetables, juices if you can. That's my 4-day detox. It's where you're eating the right things most of the time. It doesn't need it to be all of the time. It just needs to be most of the time. This is what we need, lovely friends. Okay? This is what I call my 4-day detox. It's raw food eating and fasting. It's raw food eating and fasting. I sometimes refer to it as unfooding, because as we do this, we let go of our addictions to food. This is the way that we let go of our addictions to all things. Like if you've got an addiction to coffee or alcohol or sex or TV or screens or whatever, it's like you got to take a break from it. You take a break from it. That's how you take back your power from it. That's what a fast is. A fast is taking back your power from the food or from the screens or from the people. You're taking a break from it so that you can sit with the feelings that are there and think about them and think differently about them than how you have in the past. This is how I've always thought about it, but now how can I think about it in a more accepting, forgiving, and loving way? So it's to change the way I think about myself and my life, my food, my drinks, my substances in my life. It's the way I'm thinking about myself and my life that makes me sick. If I want to be healthy and well, if I want to lose the weight, heal the pain, if I want to change my life, I got to start thinking about my life in a different way. I've got to change the way I respond to my life. I've got to respond to my life with more acceptance, forgiveness, and love. I've got to meet my life with more love. I've got to rise in the morning, and my first thoughts and words got to be towards, what I'm trying to create, and thinking and speaking lovingly to the people that are most important to me. First and foremost is self-love. This is so important. Oh my gosh. It's such a big lesson. It takes so long to learn it, right? How to love yourself, right? Belief, self-belief. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you are love, right? And then you have to believe that if you use the energy within you, that you can heal yourself with your own love. Yes. This would have to be your belief if you wanted to love yourself. That you'd have to believe that you are made of love, right? You'd have to believe in the loving power, creative power of our universe. Do you believe that the power of our universe is a loving force? An unconditionally loving force is the creative force. Do you believe it? Like, it's one thing to say it, but do you believe it? If you truly believe that the force of creation is love, then you must believe that you must have the force of creation within you. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But you see, these beliefs are important. Beliefs are important. If you don't believe in your own power, then you haven't got power. Right? You have as much power as you believe that you do. So if you've got a lot of doubt in your mind, right? You know how you get more belief? Repetition creates belief. So a practice, a habit, a daily habit of rising and working on your thoughts, words, your beliefs. Working on your foods, working on your movement, working on your breath, working on your conscious breathing, working on your meditation. Right? How do we change our lives? We change our lives by changing our energy. How do we heal ourselves? We heal ourselves by changing our energy. We align ourselves with the energy that is inside. We align ourselves with the loving energy that is within us. If we think and speak and focus on that loving energy, it will grow. Whatever you focus on grows. Your most predominant thought creates your reality. Get up and make the thoughts of love be your most predominant thoughts. Rise and think about the things that you love. Think and speak about the things that you love most often, right? Make those things your predominant thoughts. That's how you grow love inside of yourself and love for others. How to grow it for yourself? I got to sit in meditation. It happens in meditation. It happens in energy healing, in an energy healing practice, like Reiki or sound healing or vibrational healing or a massage, some sort of sitting practice, sitting still, some sort of sitting still practice where you're conscious of the things you're thinking about. So being around someone that gets you thinking and speaking about these things, the things that change your life, being around people that stimulate your mind to come into images of health. You got to get around people, or not even around people, yourself. You can be the person that does it to yourself. In fact, that's exactly what you need to learn how to do, is how to do it for yourself, is how to pick up your own internal energy, right? With your mind, with your decision. I am rising up the energy inside of my body right now. Putting that decision in your mind, I am rising up the energy inside of my body right now. And as you kind of repeat that inside of your mind, you can get an image of that happening inside of you. So, see, healing yourself or loving yourself is always two things. I am loving myself right now. I am going to love myself right now. It's a decision, okay? And then the active part of decision making is the imagination. So, I am love. I believe in the love inside of myself. Just breathing with that thought, meditating with that thought, sitting with that thought. I believe I am love. Breathe in and breathe out. I love myself. Breathe in and breathe out. I believe in myself. Breathe in and breathe out. I am worthy. I am valuable. It's rising and coming to these positive, affirmative thoughts, putting them in our mind, and then allowing the imagination to take those thoughts into feelings. It's not enough to just think them and say them, but to actually bring them into a vibration or a frequency. This happens in the imagination. So it's to say these words and then imagine these words as your reality. Imagine that you had the power to heal yourself. Imagine that you had the power to fix yourself and your relationships. Imagine you had the power to fix yourself, fix your relationships, and change your health and make more money. Imagine that. Like, don't think and speak about the trouble that you've got. Spend some time talking and thinking and speaking and cultivating an image in your mind of what it is that you want to create. That's how it happens. That's the work. It's nutritional work. It's movement work. It's breath work. It's sitting and moving and breathing. This is what the human does. The human moves and breathes. It's moving and breathing and thinking and speaking about the things that you love, right? It's about eating loving foods, loving, nourishing foods for yourself, right? Determining what the loving, nourishing foods are for you, right? I would encourage you to reduce the cooked and processed foods, anything that's been denatured, anything that's been processed is lost its energy, okay? More live food, fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables heal the body. If you can go to fluids over top of foods, if you can live longer on fluids, That's less digestive work, that's less effort, and it's plenty of energy and plenty of nutrition there. High energy, live, raw juices, green juices. All a part of my 4-day detox. Grab my 4-day detox. I'll make sure I'll leave links around. If you're not in my love community, if you're not in my community chat, I'd love to have you in my community chat. Why aren't you in my community chat? Please come and share on my community chat. When one light shines and shares, another one is inspired. This is how it happens. Ask questions, comment, and share. This is how we change our lives, through relationship, through loving relationship, through sharing, through communicating, through dialogue, through comments. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your shares. Thank you so much for your love. I appreciate you. Join my love community if you're not in it yet. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific